This is the 15-year-old who's been charged with the murder of a Brisbane CEO. Greg Josephson was a respected business executive and a father of 3. Police found his body on the top floor of his own house after he was fatally stabbed during a party there.
Holy what is going on? Holy moly!
This was Mr. Josephson's house, a 1930s mansion in the affluent suburb of Clayfield. On the night of the attack, around 30 teenagers had gathered here from different private schools in the area to celebrate the end of the school term.
End of term party gone wrong at or something.
Police said there was an altercation between Mr. Josephson and the alleged killer, who are believed to be known to each other. Authorities arrived to what they described as chaotic and confusing scenes. The rest of the attendees were still partying downstairs, unaware that a dead body lay above them. They were rounded up in the backyard and forbidden from leaving as officers searched the grounds. Neighbours said they were devastated, pleading to go home.
I'm shocked and actually I'm very upset, a bit devastated that something like this could happen in such a, what I would have thought, quiet, refined neighbourhood.
A number of the teens who were at the address are assisting with inquiries and were brought back to stations to have their parents contacted.
Police eventually found the alleged murder weapon, which they described as a household implement at an undisclosed location. This CCTV footage shows the teenager's last moments before turning himself in. He can be seen walking across the patio at the back of a nearby cafe and stopping in a rubbish area. He then calls 000. Police said the teenager was the only person involved in the incident, and the only person at the party who knew what had happened. He was charged with 1 count of murder and was refused bail and taken to hospital for treatment to a minor injury on his hand. Mr. Josephson was a successful leasing executive and co-founder of Universal Store. He and his family had been in the process of moving to the Sunshine Coast, and the property had been listed for sale just 6 weeks before he died. Since they bought the house almost 10 years ago, they'd transformed it into what Mr. Josephson described as a 5-star resort. He said he and his wife were sad to let go of their once-in-a-lifetime forever home. Mr. Josephson was described as soft-spoken and unassuming, a good man who was always smiling, and a talented rugby player. His death comes amid major changes to Queensland's youth justice laws. Under the new legislation, children who commit serious offences such as murder or manslaughter can now face adult penalties. For murder, this can include a mandatory life sentence with a minimum non-parole period of 20 years. The laws were proposed in response to a spike in youth crime across the state, but human rights groups such as the United Nations have criticised them as incompatible with basic child rights. This was the Premier's response to the criticism.
Here's my message to the United Nations. You don't control me and I don't answer to you. I answer to Queenslanders. I answer to a whole heap of those people back there who've had their lives turned apart.
The Premier would not confirm whether the teenager would be the first to face trial under the new laws.